better game this time around. We did see some of those smiley faces too to start. I think there were some tips that were going out also. Just a little bit of friendly extracurricular activity there. What do you think about the Ogre though? Better Crimson carrier than the AM.
No, that's for sure. This guy, he's really he's got no brains, but all brawn. So he is ready to carry the Crimson Guard. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's that. It's also a Lion. I mean, we got a couple of bit out there picks. We've had the offlane Ogre, but Lion, just a hero that is not making many appearances right now. Whenever we do see him, it's typically versus some sort of an illusion issue to try and make good use of the mana drain to pop those. You get a little bit of that on both sides versus Medusa, right? She usually does get some pretty annoying illusions, and mana drain, of course, is always going to be valuable. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how he builds this out.
Can I tell you what I did?
Please do.
Mana drain. I maxed mana drain.
Was that before or after you maxed Enfeeble?
Don't shut up. Nobody knows that reference.
Sorry.
No, but it was great. No, but the mana drain, look at how it scales, dude. You start at the beginning, you're like, oh, 20 mana per second. Nobody cares. 40. Ooh, that sucks. Oh, 60. That's a lot of mana drain. 120 mana drain? Are you kidding me? Look at how much mana that's going to drain from Medusa. She's not going to know what hit her.
I mean, it goes to what, 6-second cooldown, 5 seconds channeling. Get yourself an Octarine or something. You could just mana drain the whole game. You could just never stop. You wouldn't have to do anything else.
The 25 too, as our lovely observer was showing us. Mana drain deals damage too.
I'll tell you what, if Lion gets 25 this game and gets that talent, I will give you my most expensive cosmetic.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I think it's the one that I gave you, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope that's not my most expensive. Come on now.
Okay, maybe not. Regardless, it is going to be an interesting start to this game here. Divine Llama pulling the wave back and away, and a different matchup mid lane. This time, Xantic playing on the Pangolier up against BZM, who takes that Void Spirit away from him. We'll see how he does. But, look at that one.
He got walked on. Trent? Yeah, I was watching. It was great. They hit him with the stun, and that was it. And then they just walked on him. I will say the buff to the Lion Spike is unreal. Like Earth Spike feels so good now. It was one of the first things I tested after the patch, and it just blew my mind. It didn't even feel like the same hero anymore.
Right. Now he just needs that. I can't remember. The damage is dealt as they land, right? He needs the Nyx treatment where that no longer happens.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have the fun. Dude, the Nyx one, also an amazing change. That feels so much better for getting range creeps. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
It used to lose so many creeps in the laning stage because of that. But Lion can't have it all. He's got a Hex, okay? We got to relax on this guy. You know, he doesn't need too many buffs.
Do you like him in this game, though? I feel like it is a little bit of a weird one, but does seem like it has some value. Oh my god, Chew. Okay, Chew, they're not going to go all the way on him here.
I think it has a ton of value. I think whenever the shard is good, it's going to be nice. Because, like, theoretically, you have a good shot at getting the shard for free. There's even a spirit here. Because, like, there's Shadow Demon illusions, there's Medusa illusions, and then there's even a spirit who you're hexing. Those are all pretty solid. Skywrath Mage can certainly be a bit of an issue because you are a little bit on the lower range of things but until you have a Blink Dagger. So it can be easy for the Sky to control you. Sky currently controlling the Couriers. Gets Shad's Wraith Band on the way out.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. Okay, taking that one away, as you can see that up top, they're just keeping this sort of Chew Shadow Demon feeling somewhat uncomfortable, and Taiga just roaming around down bottom here. Trading hits with Hakoda is going to eat one of these sticky mines. Super annoying to deal with. But yeah, looking sort of at each of these lanes, Ogre is doing perfectly fine. The big one that I'm looking at is the Void Spirit, who's kind of putting it to Xantic again. Not having a good time at all.
Yeah, we've seen this matchup a lot lately. Picking that Void Spirit and Pango facing off against each other in the mid lane.
Chad?
And it's a bit of a... Yeah, this is not what we typically see.
Chad? Ooh! Blood Grenade from long range takes him down. Wow, that's a lot of spam.
I mean, between that and an Ogre, it's pretty brutal. Of course, versus the Faceless Void, you really don't like damage over time if you're a Faceless Void, so having the 2 points of the Ignite's also going to be very frustrating for him. Does manage to get his courier back alive. It's a respawn, so has the Wraith Band now. It's going to help his pitiful damage versus the giant club of this ogre.
Right.
And they're getting a lot of damage. They even blood grenade him now and the blast off. But no bashes here, so
a 10 stick charge, which keeps him alive and feeling healthy. The fact that DM can stay like this and still get some XP as the wave's pushing out is pretty huge, as Taiga makes that rotation towards mid, trying to secure and help this out. So yeah, Taiga doing what he wants, runs in, concussive shot, can throw it now, as BZM is going to get both of these water runes.
Yeah, nice secure there from Taiga. Making things real easy. And the other thing to talk about too is this Bat Rider, right? This was the first pick and winds up coming all the way around in the draft and being like, this is okay for offlane. That's what they decide here for Divine Llama. So didn't have the best time last game, obviously, on the anti-mage. Struggled a lot to get into these engagements and these fights, whereas OG, I mean, you saw DM. He had a great game early with this Bat Rider. He was very tanky. He's able to help control a lot of the space. So Divine Llama going to hope to do the same thing here.
Hoping to set that tempo because, again,
that's Antic.
This Faceless Void, he might not have the best
He's out of
times,
mana.
and now that Pango is also getting ran at over and over again, yeah, he's going to have a lot of heavy lifting to do on this Bat Rider. Coda tries to find him. Not quite going to be there on the sticky bombs. Does still have the blast off, but Scarith Mage is so fast with these boots.
Coda had walked home to TP mid as well.
Chew? TP backing away from Yuragi. Now turns their sights onto Divine Llama, has 3 stacks of the poison up. The flare, or the snake goes out. It looks like Divine Llama's going to be fine. Mid lane, it's Antic. He just TP'd back in. They try and go on him. Level 6 on BZM, has another Astral Step, but not going to commit it. So Hakoda doing a good job of showing up for this one.
Another TP, though, to the mid lane to refill a bottle here, as Chu will come on in for BZM. But 6 minutes is approaching fast. Taiga and Chu can help secure this bottom rune.
Tries to dodge away, and it's going to be top. Double damage. Theocore probably going to need to take that one as the Remnant is there. Hex comes out. Theocore slowed. It's Antic. He gets the DD. Does he decide to turn, though? This might end up costing him. Has Swashbuckle back up again. It's Antic. Jumped upon. Tries to get out. He did pop that DD, and with 4 stacks, he is gone.
Quattro. Easy. Man, Chu getting a lot done on this Shao team, I gotta say. Coming mid lane, securing the rune, just knowing that Yuragi's going to be relatively okay versus this Bat. I mean, there is certainly a concern that he could dive him. He is low on mana, so someone needs to be ready to come top. But because one of the problems with Shao Demon 5 is that you can't stack Ancients, which is something you're really looking to abuse. So he is trying to make up for it by running to this Wisdom rune. The Theocore's here already. He has mana if he pops one for the Wisdom, but the Theocore can see him because of the Watcher.
Although, poison. Oh, no! He outplayed him! Oh, jeez. And in the meantime, Divine Llama tries to find the kill onto Yuragi. Will get that one, but BZM plays cleanup. So Yuragi being shut down a bit. Still, Wisdom runes going the direction of OG.
Yeah, it turns into a bit of a wealth transfer there. Taking some gold from the Medusa and giving it over to the Void Spirit, with the Bat Rider killing and then dying.
Yeah. I think that, you know, what the panel was talking about, the value of this Ogre, the fact that he's so strong with this Vanguard and, like, impossible to kill, it's why Taiga can run around like this all the time.
And look at that damage. I mean, it's still going on the Ignite. Like, he's just dead. Oh, is he not? Yeah. Is he not dead? Hold. Wait.
Time walk. Time walk. Time walk. Mana. Damage. Out. Tries to jump away. I don't know if DM is stopping. He needs to get the hell out of here. Oh, God. Dude, it feels so bad to be shat in this game right now.
That was really funny. It's like on a wing and a prayer right there, man. I don't know. That was very ambitious.
BZM? Get him. Yeah, the gate was not going to save him there. 4 seconds was not going to happen.
You got to try something. I mean, it's a miserable matchup versus this Ogre.
Right.
I think that's what I was trying to figure out in terms of OG's last pick. Because ideally, I would have wanted them to abuse stacks a little bit with more than just Medusa. But with the Shad team in the safe lane, you can't abuse them as much anyway. And instead, they just get an offlaner who can really try and shut down Shad. Because Shad's Faceless Void, I think, has been one of their best heroes. So I'm happy to see it prioritized here. Theolocore, though, Lion's a squishy one.
He lifted his finger to try and go for the stun. It doesn't end up happening. Theolocore chased
try the gate.
Oh, it's not going to happen. Now, Hakoda is kind of in no man's land, too. BZM almost takes him down with Chu in the area, manages to get the deny on the neutrals. So that was nice.
Didn't finish your plate there, huh? He tries to go for more kills, leaves him alone. He gets the deny instead of just giving another kill over the Faceless Void. Swoops.
Yeah, I will say, like, we saw Devi Llama pull the double creep wave, like, into the camps and, like, farm those both up at the same time. It feels like he's trying to be as efficient as he can, but it's kind of one of those games where I'm just not sure how much value, or, like, who does he play with in this one?
I mean, they have to get levels on the supports, for sure. That's the main goal right now for both teams. Everyone just needs levels on their supports. And you know, you pointed out before the double wisdom runes. Well, that's good news for OG.
Absolutely.
Taiga is 6 with the ward kill. Chu is also 5.5 right now. And Xanthic might be dead.
Mystic Flare. Man, when a ward kill ensures a kill on mid, that's pretty big. Now, Hakoda tries to get out of there. Has 2 stacks of the poison. Won't be able to find any more from Chu.
Yeah, no jumps left there from BZM, so he's just going to have to let him go this time. BZM having another great game here. Almost into his Echo Saber right now. And the D1 Hustlers, yeah, like Devi Llama, going to start getting involved here. And he's going to need those supports to help him out. Oh, it's just so easy.
That feels bad. God, that feels really bad. They just want to do anything, and it's not happening. And look at Shad. Like, this dude's just dying to the freaking ignite. There's nothing he can do.
I mean, it's 4 points now. It is painful. Time Walk is just not going to help you.
God. Well, DM, Bloodlust himself, ready to walk back in, throw some more ignite. Shad legitimately could just die to this.
Yes.
Just to get the hell out of there.
Very easily. He's going to jungle with his Spark of Courage. He's thinking about it here. Oh, yeah. Eat that Lotus. Oh, my God, he gets zapped. But
he got zapped. Hakoda trying to get out now, too. They all have to run away. They manage to find and start to bring down this Techies while they kill off in mid a Rolling Thunder. Can they bring him down? They're not going to get BZM. Oh, my God, the taunt. He's going to get caught by that. Pulled back in. After the Rolling Thunder wears off, Taiga couldn't get there in time, though.
Dude, that would be kind of wild if that actually had it worked. I haven't seen that interaction before.
Yeah.
That's a really cool one, actually, versus Pango in the later stages of the roll.
Yeah.
All right, so the main issue is that because Shad is having such a terrible time on the lane, and he's a Faceless Void, all right, well, never mind. We'll just never talk about it. It's fine. Hey, they got a comeback, or a kill back at least. Like some bit of a comeback. At least they trade. These trades are good for them right now.
Chu. Oh, Chu is there. Shad shows up, wants the chrono. BZM, he gets the Remnant connection. And they're not going to quite do it. And in fact, if Xanthic keeps chasing, there's a chance he just dies to this. This is going to be a 5th stack in a moment. Chu, keeping on him, looking for a 6th. Counts up to it. He walks back in and
about to take 818 damage. I like you can highlight it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So what's happening is that the Lion can't get an AXP. I mean, Theolocore has now been trying to sit mid for a little bit, but there was a Faceless Void just sitting bottom because he couldn't jungle, right? Now he's jungling up top, trying to find some safe place. So finally the supports are getting a little bit of time, but that's why they're such low level. They didn't get their Wisdom Runes, and they haven't had a lane to sit in. So that's why both supports are currently getting lane XP, because it's their only choice, because they need them to be able to rotate right now to help out Theolocore and Devi Llama. And that Foursome just has to win this game.
Well, can they do it? I mean, it's going to be very tough for them. But obviously that smoke up with Xanthic and Theolocore trying to maybe find DM, but Taiga was already there to break the smoke. They are getting pretty much everything that they want on the map for OG. A 5K gold lead at 13 minutes.
Oh, can we watch if he gets it?
If it was even.
Sorry.
Panel said if it was even, it would have been good, but this is not looking like it's going to even be close.
The problem is, how do these 4 heroes kill someone?
Yeah.
They don't even have a diffusal blade on the Pango yet, but I also feel like they kind of need to do something right now.
Right.
I mean, I guess if OG just go mega passive and try and farm up themselves, then they can take advantage of this window on D1 Hustlers and not push too much. But, like, there's no good initiator right now on the side of the Hustlers. Batrider's still trying to work on an Octarine. It is done now. Okay, there we go. So then bots into the Blink makes some possibilities occur, but, I mean, this techies just can't do anything.
No. No plays are currently being had. And yeah, those deaths, they feel really, really tough. I mean, this is kind of going to be one of those games, it feels like, where if they don't get something going with those level 6s online, which they now have on the Lion, they're just going to be hounded from tower to tower dropping. Because Medusa's got Manta, working probably on Butterfly next.
All right, we got Wisdom Runes, though. That bumps up Hakoda to 6. Big deal for him. Getting himself in the game. Also still available for the Dire.
Wow. Look at that Dota plus win probability.
I don't disagree.
Yikes.
They need a big OG overextension into a Chrono. That's pretty much the way this has to go right now.
True.
And they don't even have great Chrono damage, like,
yeah,
you know? But I guess they have Diffusal on Pango. That's pretty huge. You can definitely, if you get the right angle and like hit 2 or 3 heroes during the Chrono, that'd be pretty sick. Taiga, though, gonna get a silence into death.
Wow. Just followed the fire. And now, Xantic, TM has Fire Blast. Hakoda wants to turn it, but it's not going to happen. Chu on a killing spree. All cores at the top of the net worth. My goodness. OG, they want to stay in Div 1, and they are doing it right now. Silence there onto Hakoda. He is going to die. This is a beatdown.
Okay, that might have been happening mid, but DM just went to Midas the creep wave. He used it on the catapult and a multicast on the range creep. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh my god.
That's just the good stuff.
Jeez. Dude, this game is tough. DM has a mechanism now. They're getting everything that they want right here and now.
And whose scribbles are those? The lion scribbles, I believe, on the map there at the old core?
Yeah.
I can't tell if that says, go in here, I want a ward, or never go here.
Well, he went there.
Yeah.
The level 1 mana drain. Not what they wanted completely. Medusa Illusions doing what they can. Can they get this kill? They will. All right. They get on the board. And
meanwhile,
though. Yeah. Yep. That's Divide Llama down.
Does have Boots of Travel. He's the most farmed hero on his team. Still behind all 3 cores of OG, but at least he's got something started here.
True.
Oof. Well, Yuragi, I mean, he's still just mad chilling. He is through his Manta, almost into his second ultimate orb here. Tormentors, Aegis won't be as fast this game for OG3 at least. They don't have that like Templar Assassin to snowball things, and there's a grab.
Yeah. BZM says, okay, never mind. Not going to go through that gate. Sorry, guys. Gonna go push out that other lane instead. Chu is now sitting behind DM. But yeah, a rotation back up top now by the Batrider. Seeing if they can get anything done. I feel like this game would have, like, this Ogre just completely destroyed that bottom lane. It feels like that is what allowed this to get so completely out of hand. Shad just does not have a game. We haven't seen a Chrono yet.
Yeah, it definitely helped a lot. I mean, it sounds silly, but even like losing that Wraith band too, you know? Like, he just could not contest the last hits. He was still that far behind. That's going to be a kill, though. Okay, they're picking them apart a little bit here. Is OG have made some moves to the supports. But now they're out of spells here as they approach the top rune. I think he just killed himself.
Yeah, of course, gone. And maybe gonna find another. Atlantic stunned, Mystic flared, and gone. So D1 Hustlers get 3 kills back-to-back on supports, but then get punished. Pretty freaking hard with the phylactery reveal.
Damn, BZM is just bringing in a full Manta right now. This guy is just unstoppable. They need to kill him during Chrono, or I guess they have Lasso too. I don't know, I just feel like he's going to be so tanky and he has so much damage too. He hits for over 200.
Universal heroes, man. Some wild stuff. It's crazy.
That's something.
It's stat game too. I mean, it's one of the highest
he got
in
a
the
Ring
game.
of Aquila. That's pretty good on this hero too, huh?
Jeez. Well, Divine Llama, they're eyeing him up mid. There they go.
Oh, are they about to smoke? Oh no.
Oh, hello everybody. How are you? Oh,
Nice
Hex,
Hex.
though. Where's the disruption? It's coming late. He's not there at all, but they
Dude, that's
missed on the roll,
silence.
and now he's stuck. He's stuck on the roll. Oh, God. That was not the way it was supposed to go.
That ancient seal on Divine Llama, he couldn't get off the lasso. He's just floating on top of this Void Spirit. He's got nothing to do.
Yikes. Big plays from Taiga, and now it's Xantic. That was supposed to be their big moment. It did not work for them. 12K gold lead now. And I mean, if you're thinking about what's been going on, like, we'll have to look at how much damage Medusa's been doing. She's just AFK farming, like literally doing nothing, getting into a Scotty next.
Look at this play they're trying to make. They're trying to catch him going to the bottom camps down by his own base, but Shad has instead moved his way over to the gate and is going through.
Yeah.
But they will still end up leaving some vision behind here to remove some of his spaces to farm. Have we had a Chrono yet? We haven't, right?
No Chrono.
Okay.
Shad going towards the Mjolnir. OG making the decision to, okay, let's go claim Roshan. Man, OG, they have really turned things around. I think back to, Tour 2 and how they had that like miraculous comeback to make it to the major, and obviously won't be going to the major this time, but they have really turned things around in the last couple of weeks, it feels like.
I mean, they crushed Entity in that last series, like to the point where it was just unbelievable. Like it's OG looked like a whole new team, and here again today, they're bringing that out, showing why they don't deserve to be in any sort of a relegation tiebreaker.
Right.
It's too bad they couldn't find some of this fire a little bit earlier in the season, but perhaps giving themselves some hope as they move to the end of this one. It is definitely looking like they're planning on staying in Division 1 at the moment.
Right. They can close this game out up 11K at 21 minutes. That would put them in really good spot. But D1 Hustlers, they still have some things up their sleeves. You can see Pangolier going in for the Aghanim Scepter. He almost has it completed. That's a pretty big damage increase. And, it's looked terrible for D1 Hustlers recently, but it just means there's room to grow, right?
Yeah.
Use a Chrono, maybe. Oh, Lasso. Using ultis, very good. Getting a kill on Chu. And they find more.
They just need the stars to align in a couple of fights. And it can happen, all right? It's difficult, but can't get there. Now, DM, we're on multicast to watch here. Let's see what he's got with his Midas. He's going to find a big camp. Boo! Unlucky, I guess.
No good. One thing that is very good for DM, though, is that on top of Greaves, he's about to have Crimson Guard done. Has it brought out now. And unlike the last game, this is a hero with a lot of strength.
The big Crimson Guard. It is a lot of magic damage, at least for the Hustlers. So.
Oh my god, Shad, no. Shad, no. Shad, no! Taiga, why'd you have to do it to him? Phylactery, too strong. And, well, Chu is going to be saved by his buddy, Mr. DM. The big bad ogre, Theliocore, turned upon. They do manage to find the lasso onto BZM, but man has a regen rune and an Aegis. So he goes down one time. Will they be able to kill him again? Theliocore will have a Hex at the ready. Oh, no. Oh, God. And then Xantic now in more trouble. He is going to die to the spam. Blink away from Divine Llama. But a tough situation for the D1 Hustlers as OG knowing what they need to do to win and doing it perfectly.
Uragi wondering if he's going to get a chance to play some Dota in this game. Has shown up for a fight. I'm here, guys. Can I get a hero damage check? Oh, never mind. Well, game time.
The Chrono turnaround. This is what they needed, but the save, the disruption's there for the Ogre. Mystic Flare down onto Shad. The only hero to die from the Chronosphere was the Faceless Void. As OG, they will not be denied, but Exantic Burning Mana Force Staff gets him away. Save coming out from Taiga again. The lasso is going to connect onto BZM in trouble and no chance for a disruption.
Okay.
So, OG, step a bit too far and get punished.
Taiga? Dead?
Taiga? Dead. That's a lot of gold. Chu, maybe also in trouble. So this is going to be OG losing 4 heroes as the blink in comes out and Chu ends up dying to Exantic.
All right, I really want to see the swing now. Oh, that's a big swing considering there's a buyback there.
Yeah. Much needed for D1 Hustlers.
And they didn't even lose the tower. So they'll still have the glyph if they were to come back and immediately fight again.
Right.
It's probably going to put them into waiting for the Roche there, too. 6k total damage on the Medusa. He's like,
I was looking at the
yeah, we don't look at the void,
Shad.
you know.
Poor guy.
All that damage was basically one fight there. Uragi coming high ground, pretty much. The mad chillin' did just get that nullifier delivered, as you saw.
Do you think as the Shard's going to be going to Skywrath, there's any lost value in not going for that butterfly on Dusa? Because, you know, all those hits from the Mjolnir were coming in on her there. Or do you think it's okay?
I mean, what are you giving up? The Scotty, I guess, at that point, right?
Right.
I think either's kind of fine in the field court. You good? You good? You good? All right. Low close. Gets the Shard. Much needed. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Certainly, you know, there's some merit to being helpful during the chrono, like if you're being like single target focused, but it also doesn't do anything for some of the other stuff they have. So I respect the choice.
All right.
It's just like more overall tankiness just by going Scotty.
Yeah, that's fair. Starts to become just unbeatable beatdown machine.
It looks way cooler too, by the way. You know,
oh yeah.
You like shoot those little particles out. So
true. A deny there onto mid as the rest of OG gonna start to head out together. One might have gotten caught seeing the smoke head over this direction. And it looks like D1 Hustlers are respecting that move, and a blink dagger picked up next for Medusa, ready to get in on the action.
I love the earlier blinks on Medusa. I think like abusing her ulti can just completely win team fights, and it's something you don't necessarily expect that much from the hero, especially when there's already a decent amount of jump and everything on the team. Because you got this Void who's just like flying on in there. I also think a blink on DM would be pretty fun, but he's just going for a pipe instead. But I really like when ogres can just like force themselves in the middle of the fight.
Right.
Kind of has a hard time doing that right now, but they also still have that blink on Chu that we saw earlier when he's trying to escape. So it is tough to position in these fights. Versus OG as Hakoda will escape with help of a Glimmer. And they'll let him go for now.
Oh, they're running in. Say nothing for free. And I guess next round of... Oh my god, Hakoda. Heliocor blinks away, because that is the blink dagger reveal of the Lion now. And taking the stack that was just built while simultaneously pushing out each of these lanes, Divine Llama able to get some separation away from Chu.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's going the long way around here. Gonna try and catch a wave and then TP home probably.
Yeah.
Burn this one out here.
Divine Llama, in terms of the way that he's playing the map, it's very good. Like, cutting this next wave now, OG really, they don't have any wave coming into this top side at all. They're going to have to go somewhere else on the entire side of OG.
Yeah, that also gets them the gold for the pipe, so perhaps that can be enough in a smoke that they can just get themselves over the edge to sustain through something.
Right.
Damage issues are still pretty prevalent, though. Like, what is their big damage in these fights? Right. They have long form damage and something like Lasso or sorry, not lasso, but the Firefly. But they really need that like lasso blow up into chase down. It feels like that's their one hope. The way it sort of broke down last time from OG.
Oh.
So they do catch Shad, but he has BKB and Time Walk, so it seems getting there.
Doesn't feel great.
He wanted to like chrono those two, but then he's like, there's Shadow Demon. Like I just can't, right? Like if I chrono the Ogre in the sky, then one of them just getting disrupted, and then my teammates aren't quite close enough.
Right. If you don't get meaningful kills too, they probably just walk high ground against you.
Yeah. But they're going to be able to control this space with the help of the techies, start planting all these mines down. That one important chrono. We're going to try and find that moment.
See if they can get that done. Ward in the area scouts these movements from all of
He missed the
OG, but did manage to get that roll up. Keeps him alive. Roche a minute away from respawning, so it's going to be down bottom, where OG are going to most likely attempt to bully D1 Hustlers back and then secure that for themselves.
That's huge, because they can get down there now and start planting mines on Hakoda, which is exactly what he's going to try and do. And now you can see OG immediately TPing. They recognize that they want to take control of the space. Taiga doesn't have any wards on him. They are going to find Shad. Oh, remember, he has no BKB.
Oh, Shad, not like this. They bring down the Faceless Void 7 seconds away and no buyback. Oh, man, they're finding more. I mean, D1 Hustlers, again, the way that they're playing the map, they're buying themselves time, but to go out like this one hurts.
That's just raw map mobility there from OG, right? The TPing of the Medusa and the Skywrath Mage recognizing that they have a chance to go and punish down there with this vision they've had, just controlling all the space. Great ward down there.
Right.
I just saw that as DM. Oh, just moving past it now. It's like easy.
Chew. Spots that Roche is up. It respawned right as he threw out that Shadow Poison. So, going to try and close this game out now. Yuragi starts making the move down bottom while he's building up a Daedalus.
Oh, what's the plan here, guys? I mean, Shad could always TP in. But, yeah, it looks like they're just going to say we don't have the time for it. I mean, it's only second, so it's not like the absolute, like, we have to be here no matter what, Roche. But obviously versus Faceless Void, versus Batrider, Aegis is one of the best counters you can get in the game.
Right. Roche starts to go down. And what are D1 Hustlers' answers going to be? They are grouped together. Almost look like they want to go for a smoke or something, but it's OG that are going to head out together and try and find somebody, and they might just get somebody big.
Oh, there's no Deuce here. Maybe this is the fight they need.
Chew blinks it aggressively, finds him. Shad finds Chew now. BZM right there on top of him. It's Antic going back and forth with the roll. They still have that Chronosphere, throws it now out onto both of them. Damage is out, but they didn't get Yuragi. Yuragi starts to turn, starts to blow him up. Taiga gets the Mystic Flare off, and he walks away. Oh, the shard, it gave him so much armor. And magic resist from the Int, but Defy Llama still able to take him down. Unfortunately for the D1 Hustlers, though, that was just the two supports. 17k net worth lead, and down lanes they run.
Yes, they do manage to break through the Shield of Scion, but at what cost? Everybody just going down there. That's a lot of gold. Another 1,000 there for the Void Spirit. So BZM just having another fantastic game here. He is as rich as can be. He's got himself a Taiga's gem as well to help out. Thank you, Taiga. Your death was not in vain. Yeah, it's a clutch little game here. I don't know. I don't mind them fighting out there as Hustlers. I get it. Like, you know that OG is just going to play this high ground fight in such a frustrating way because you have to base it entirely around Chrono and Lasso into a Shadow Demon. Like, it's not going to go well. So I can appreciate trying to find a fight somewhere else on the map. But again, OG are very quick on the responses. They got Yuragi there right away. He blinks in with the Stone Gaze, help disrupt the ending of that Chrono and carry through the rest of that fight.
Well, and they still do have some ways to defend against this because Lasso is back up, Rolling Thunder is back up. Helio Core Oh, he just drops very quickly, and now Hakoda starting to fall, but there's the lasso onto BZM. Will it be enough? The silence is there onto Shad. Still can't do much. Does manage to get the time walk off. Well, Xantic continues his role. BZM under control and going to die. Now they have the Hex onto Medusa. Theater Core draining the mana. They're starting to fall, but Yuragi is still so tanky, so hard to kill. Disarmed for a bit, but not long enough. And Shad has to jump away. Yuragi, all mana gone from this Medusa, but still hanging on to that Aegis. Yuragi is a problem. DM
Is it enough?
just moves on in, ready to punch people. This ogre doesn't care.
Oh, they can get her. Go to my.
Trying
Take her to the
desperately.
well. Take her to the well and kill her twice.
They go for BZM again. Shad, Chrono, he's
What a
actually back up.
save.
Shad with the Chrono connects onto 2. Do they have the damage? I think they do. BZM is dieback. Oh, Yuragi still has that Aegis. Is going to come back full HP. And now Bloodlust from DSM. Okay, never mind. DM is really hard to deal with Yuragi nearby. When she comes back, they are still going to unload on him. No Chrono. Lasso not up for 10 seconds. Oh, God, can they do it? This is going to be a hard hold.
Dude, they are not stopping. Void Spirit or not, they do not care. Bloodlust Medusa hitting, slapping, and Chew in the back there looking for the saves. Oh, gets the bat instead.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird one there. The disarm, okay. Burning Yuragi down, but Shad just did not stand a chance. And yeah, they really do not care about this Batrider. They are going to head bottom, secure themselves mega creeps. OG looking to close out this game to 2-0 the D1 Hustlers. Stay in Division 1. They don't have creeps. Some are coming in now. The disarm from the reactive taser. But Hakoda, he is going to die. The techies buyback. 20 seconds until Lion, 40 until Void, but the damage has been done. Megas are there. Savai Lama jumps in, wants to find something, not getting it, but the jump in. Oh man, to dodge Hakoda. Didn't get the stun off, did get the disarm from the taser. Tries to find the kill. It is going to be Taiga going down. He buys back. It's Xantic right on top of Yuragi. All mana gone. Lion coming back in. Has the finger of death, but not enough. GG is called. OG are staying in Division 1.
A big old multicast there. Sit down. Get off my Medusa.